welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. This is episode 2 of season 7. Very excited to kind of continue with the season, see where they're going to take things next, given how they ended the last one. They need to save Hydra, to save S.H.I.E.L.D. We have Gideon Malik's dad to deal with. And yeah, a whole mess, basically. A hot mess, as it always is with the show, and it's why we love it. But my god, does it feel good to have S.H.I.E.L.D. back on a regular basis, so I'm just going to savour every week and every episode as it comes. And yeah, I'm sure there are plenty of twists and turns to come yet again for this episode, so I'm very excited to see where the story's going to go next from here. Is May still going to be on the ceiling? Is it just going to be 40 minutes of May just like this? That'd be fun. An interesting, brave way of using an episode, but if anyone could pull it off, it would be May, so we'll see. I'm fairly certain that's how things are going to go, so without further ado, let's get into the next one.
Gotta give him the slip. Yeah, but we gotta lose him too.
Oh, Deke.
We're not ankle bikers. We're bootleggers. Just like you. Take you anywhere you want to go.
Oh, this episode should just be called Mac is annoyed with Deke for 40 minutes. You snake, no!
The future's gonna be mine.
We'll see. Freddy. Wilfred, Winifred, whatever your name was. Oh. She went through some shit, to be fair. I don't blame her for hanging from the ceiling. If I had the strength to hang from the ceiling, I would do it.
Buzz off, we're closed.
Swordfish. Now let us in.
Oh my god.
We came as fast as we could. We had to change.
Look at them. Holy shit.
Just what I need, a dead body in here because some dame...
I'm a doctor, not a dame.
Just clean up afterward.
I am Enoch, a sentient chronicon, and the best friend of Agent Leopold Figgs. You and I have not met in this timeline, but...
Oh.
Ouch.
Where is she?
Dr. Simmons was able to save you using technology she had a considerable amount of time to develop.
How much time?
That's what I want to know.
A considerable amount.
Enough to have a baby?
I'm hungry.
Mood.
They don't want you to make this delivery, but we're gonna make damn sure you do.
Yeah, you are. You know it means business to his hats on an angle.
So I, give him the bum's rush back to Moose.
Uh-oh.
Nothing like a,
If he sneezes really hard, do you shoot one of them? Oh! Get it, you. Or don't.
Whole life ahead of him. I need some alcohol. 90 proof or better.
I like the way this bird sings.
I'm a biochemist, not a bird.
Yes!
We also need some salt. Let's hope it's not what I fear.
She was born of this time period, wasn't she? Like,
I'm here,
natural
Agent
beauty.
Johnson. I will keep working. There is no puzzle I cannot solve.
Oh my god. She's just, you know, social distancing.
You must be real smart. Well, I don't know if I'd
He
say
is.
smart, but...
Yes, smarter than he believes in
I guess
himself.
there's not really another word. I mean, what's the harm in giving people what they want, right? No harm at all. That's how I feel.
Different intentions, though.
Whatever it is, it's not like it's gonna change the world.
She's made like her own little lab. Oh my god.
She really knows her onions.
Aha!
I froze. Any idea why? Maybe that thing inside me, the shrike, maybe it messed me up.
I know
New
what it
arms?
is. And first used by a man named Johann Schmidt.
Super soldier serum.
Freddie Malik is about to deliver the key ingredient used to create the super soldier serum.
Oh!
It's definitely alcohol.
Easy, Zima.
Zima. Aw, Deke got a nickname.
Exactly.
I don't know.
They're best friends now.
But I think that
They're in trouble.
When aren't they?
I'm not feeling anything.
She's speaking very like
I fear there may
regulated
have been some
sentences.
complications.
The only complications you need to worry about are the ones you'll suffer if you don't tell me where they are.
I am not allowed.
We can't stop it.
Yes, we can.
I mean, we shouldn't. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, it's not your call to make. Mac is the director, and he doesn't have all the information.
Daisy, Yo-Yo, anyone. Who's out there? Do you copy?
Oh.
She doesn't know you're back.
Oh god, yeah.
You'll never make it there unless you can fly.
No.
There's no trains fast enough.
We can fly. Tell us how to find it.
I'll tell you on the way.
Does L&D Colson have like rocket boots or something? Because that would be so funny.
step aside, Freddie.
Yeah, I'm intimidated and I'm not even in the scene. Oh, Freddie.
You don't have the guts to pull that trigger.
No, I may not have an intestinal digestive system, but I am very capable of applying pressure.
Oh! Hello there. Oh! That's not how you use that thing. Oh my god.
Stand down.
You're not Coulson either.
No.
Well, yes and
But
no.
also, yes.
I was dead.
We still are.
Oh.
If you'll excuse me, I must go fix my face.
Me waking up every morning. Nothing can be done.
Outer space.
Oh.
We're from the future. Early 21st century. We're part of a secret organization known as S.H.I.E.L.D. We protect the world from evil threats.
It's not a secret now. Nope.
What's happening?
The time window is closing.
What does that mean?
It means in 17 minutes the Zephyr will leave this time period with or without us.
And you're
Oh,
just
shit.
telling us this?
I didn't know. There's no way to predict when the next launch window will open. It could be 24 hours, 24 minutes, or 24 weeks.
Daisy, reach out to Mac. Tell him.
Well, that's handy.
No, he's all right. He's just in a tight spot. We kind of have a lot in common, actually.
No, you don't. Trust me. Do not let him out of your sight. You've a gun?
No.
Yeah, it's Freddy's.
Take the shot.
Fuck, Daisy.
Come again?
I know what I said about the butterfly effect, but
He's just a kid.
Oh, you do see a lot of yourself in it as
we don't have time
well.
to debate this. Mac's in danger, so just do it, Deke.
You said earlier, like, it's the director's call.
What are you talking about?
Head of Hydra.
How do you know that word?
Yeah, now he knows. You snake.
I have orders to kill him.
Whose orders? I'm the one who gives the orders here. Put the gun down now!
Oh shit, what would you do?
He told me what he becomes.
Yeah, you can't do it. Oh! Or maybe you can. Oh, maybe he's shooting then. Okay. Oh my god. Meanwhile, I'd be like, just take me. You little bitch. Oh my god. Yes! Is it bad? I'm like really proud of Deke because he's like really getting involved and he's really fitting in.
Freddy, you're a lot of things, but you're not a...
Oh.
You think you know me? You don't know me. You don't know nothing.
Jon Snow.
We can still eliminate those who are here another time.
window's closing.
Ah, any time.
We need to go. He is alive, and the future is secure.
You need to get back to the ship, now.
Yeah, hurry.
Get out of here, you old metalhead. I'll be fine.
Oh. This caning wasn't so bad after all.
Marvelous.
Ah, marvelous.
We need to close the door now or the ship could be torn apart.
Don't you dare leave Enoch behind.
Close it.
Oh no! Enoch! Run, you glorious bastard, run. Oh. Bollocks. Enoch. He settles down, finds a bride.
It is my specialty.
Oh my goodness. Name a more iconic duo.
I want to know more about this SHIELD outfit. I feel like I could be a help there.
This is how he gets involved in SHIELD. Wow. Aww. Okay, that was an awesome episode. I loved it so much. Flew by again, just at the premiere. If this season keeps this up, we are in for... we're in fu? No fu, no kung fu. We're in for is what I meant to say. One hell of a final season, I think. If they continue this. And then Fitz is going to show up eventually as well, and that's going to be the greatest day of my life. And oh my goodness. Yeah, just fantastic stuff. And, you know, the thing with like doing like time travel and, oh, you know, history has to play out this way, it's kind of like, well, we know Freddy still has to like go down this like dark path and go into like the whole Hydra situation. So it's not like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen with that. But at the same time, they still make it really enjoyable because they take a character like Freddy, where you basically know what's going to happen to him, you know where he needs to end up, but you like parallel him with characters that we know and love already, like him and Deke. You know, Deke saw a lot of himself in Freddy's story, like losing his dad and stuff like that. And there's a lot of parallels between those two, and they did in the last episode as well. So that's still like a more personal connection to that story, even if we know where it's headed, because it can still kind of inform us more about Deke as a character, for example. It also provides an interesting kind of dilemma about Daisy asking Deke to kill him, and going against what Mac probably would have wanted for that situation as the director. Yeah, earlier in the episode, Daisy was saying to Coulson, you know, Mac's making the shots, with all due respect, he's the director. So, interesting turnaround with that. So that moral dilemma is interesting, and again, it was kind of more of a way of bringing Hydra into this final season, because that's such a big part of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s history. So how they've done that's all really, really well done, even if you kind of knew where Freddy's story had to end up going. So I thought that was done pretty well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this new time period is going to be. I don't know where they're going to go next, and that's exciting. I don't know if I should cave and like watch a promo in case it reveals where they go, but yeah, I actually thought they were going to be in the 30s for longer. I didn't know if it was just going to be 2 episodes, but that's exciting, because I feel like they did everything they needed to do with this one, and now we're going to go somewhere else, and it's all going to be fresh and new and really, really exciting. I love TV shows that like spend like an episode or something like exploring a new place or a new community and stuff. I love the episodes of The Walking Dead that kind of all set exclusively in like a new community, and like introducing it and the people and how that system works and everything. I love those kind of things, and we're seemingly going to get quite a few of those kind of things this season, because we're spending a couple of episodes in quite a few different time periods. So that really, really excites me. And yeah, seeing this team now adapt to yet another new kind of place and time, and the fact that they don't know how long they're going to be there, because they don't know when the next jump's going to be, so they're always at a disadvantage there, they're always out of their depth, because as soon as they kind of start to get used to a place, they have to leave and go somewhere else. So it's kind of always on edge, and they never really get a chance to like work things out and be on top. So that's interesting, and the Chronicoms kind of are in the same kind of situation, and I don't think there was much of a focus in this one per se. I don't think they got as much screen time, but again, I'm excited to see that adversarial kind of relationship with them develop a bit more. What's their next scheme going to be in this new place? You know, what plan can they have now to improvise, adapt and overcome to try and kind of stop S.H.I.E.L.D. and things like that. So it's a really, really great formula, I think, to have a couple of episodes in the time period, move on to another one. That's going to be really cool. Can't wait to see where they're going to go next. I love this concept for this season. I'm so excited. So that was all great. And we've got a lot more of, obviously, Koenig as well, tying up a bit of the story with him, I guess, and how the Koenig name got involved with S.H.I.E.L.D. in the first place. And he clearly learns a lot of knowledge from Enoch, and that's how the Koenigs kind of get involved in S.H.I.E.L.D., I suppose. And I wasn't even expecting a gap like that to get filled in, but we got one, and it was so, so cool. I'm sad Enoch got left behind. I hope that's not going to be the last time we see him, surely. He'll find a way out somehow, I'm hoping. You know, we need a Fitz and Enoch reunion, if nothing else, surely, you know? We can't just have Enoch in the 1930s and that's where he stays. I mean, I suppose he's not really going to, like, age, is he? Or he'd actually have to actively be destroyed to, like, vanish. So maybe he'll still just be around in, like, the next time period. He might just have kept on going until then. I don't know for sure, but I don't think that's the last we've seen of Enoch, because if it is, it'd be kind of sad. But I did like that last little scene of him being like a bartender with Koenig and that history kind of being set in stone. You know, a lot of this episode was about keeping history in its place, and even in the tag scene with Koenig and Enoch, we kind of got something else being set in stone with the Koenig name being tied to S.H.I.E.L.D. So that was really, really satisfying, actually, to see that moment, and I didn't even realise I wanted something like that. So S.H.I.E.L.D. really is the gift that keeps on giving, and I'm loving where this story arc's going. I can't wait to see more of it. So yeah, all of that was cool. I loved Gemma making like this own little mini science lab kind of thing, working out that it was the super soldier serum, a nice little tie in there, this little wink wink, and you know, Red Skull even getting a mention. All very cool, and you kind of had to do it in this time period anyway, so that was great. I loved just the initiative she took there, you know, treating that woman who got shot and then doing the whole sciencey thing. The fact that she was taking no bullshit from Koenig. You know, I'm a doctor, please, thank you. She's an icon, I love her. And my god, she killed it in the 1930s look. I can't wait to see everyone else's new looks for this next time period, because, my god, they all just look so good. So yeah, loved everything with her. And I hope we kind of continue to see a bit more of her. It was nice to kind of see her out in the field, because we really didn't see that in the premiere. So she was kind of forced to, you know, dress up and leave the Zephyr, because prior to that she'd solely seemed to want to stay on board, and it was only because she needed to treat this person, this woman, that she kind of left and had to go on field duty. So that's interesting. If she's just going to go back to being on the Zephyr now, that they're only going to be, like, they're going to be in the new time period, stuff like that. And I hope that continues to, you know, reveal what went down in the time between season 6 and, well, the events of the finale really for her, and the time that she and Fitz had, because Enoch again, when he was talking to May, he said that was a significant amount of time they had. So are we getting a baby girl, Fitzsimmons? Please? I really don't know if I want it or not, because if that's going to be the case and they like had a kid or something and Gemma can't see her husband and daughter or son, whatever, it's going to be heartbreaking, and I don't want to see that. But at the same time, I really want to see that. So it is what it is. I'm just picking up on any Fitzsimmons scrape I can get basically this season until Fitz actually shows up. But for now, I'm still very intrigued by exactly what happened with Gemma and Fitz and stuff. I hope we get like an episode just dedicated to that. That would be a lot of fun. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I love Gemma as always. The moment with Yo-Yo was very interesting when she didn't catch the thing falling over. She clocked it, but she didn't do anything about it. She like froze. I'm intrigued to see them explore that a bit more, exactly what that is. Was it the Shrike thing? Was it her new arms or something? Was it something psychological. There's clearly going to be more to that story, I think, and I'm excited for that because we've had already 2 episodes in, we're getting like little clues for like arcs for all these different characters. So I'm intrigued by that idea. And yeah, Daisy kind of making that call to Deke and telling him to kill Freddy when he had this shot. Are there going to be repercussions to that rash decision from her? I feel like Mac wouldn't be best pleased with that, and the fact that he did want Deke to tell him whose call that was as well. I think the worst possible thing that Mac could have heard if it was like Coulson saying that, because I think he might have felt a bit threatened, obviously, as the director. But is that going to be a thing? And they can address that further. Daisy didn't seem angry at Deke particularly for not going through with it, so could be something to explore a bit more of potentially. And then I liked Freddy, Deke and Mac, that kind of trio. Everything going with them. Mac desperate for answers, being quite intimidating and everything. Deke had a few funny lines again. I love the Deke and Mac dynamic when he's just done with Deke's bullshit. But I love Deke anyway. I love him. And Deke kind of seeing a lot of his own story in Freddy. That was nice, and especially at the end of season 6, he was so lost and without a place, and he was always torn between those different elements, and he thought he didn't really fit in anywhere. But he seems to really be fitting in with this group on this mission, and I don't know, I just feel like a fatherly pride about that, and maybe that's just strange, but I really, really love seeing him properly fit in and having a role to play, and even though he formed a connection with someone who's going to go on to not exactly birth, but father a future head figure of Hydra, could have found a new, a different kind of friend to bond with, but he still found that connection, someone outside of his original timeline and his original home and everything. So it's really nice that Deke is making those connections, and you definitely feel like he's got a place, and I really, really love that, and hopefully they can continue to explore that. And then Mac just continues to be an absolute boss, as he always is. He didn't have a gun, he just fucking launched himself at the Chronicons, and boom! Man. Damn. Yes, director. So those 2 were great as well. The weird thing for me, and I don't know where they're going with it, is May and what went down with her. Why was she acting the way she was? She behaved very strangely in this one. And, granted the last one as well, this evening. But, yes, the way she was speaking, she sounded almost robotic in her speech. And at times, it seemed very kind of regulated and monotone, her lines, and how she was fighting Enoch 1 second, then the next she was absolutely fine with Gemma, putting her back to sleep. So clearly there's something going on with that. I'm excited to see them explore a bit more of what's going on with her. Is it just the trauma of her dying? Is it something else entirely? I don't know. So clearly there's a story for me that they're going to develop further on down the line as well. I was kind of hoping for, I don't know, a bit more of a punch when she saw LMD Coulson, who was also great as always in this episode. I loved him. I was kind of hoping for a bit more of oh god, and she gets really emotional and everything, but clearly that's not the story direction they're taking it in. So given what has happened to May and what they're going to have had happened to May during this time to make her behave like this, that clearly they couldn't have a scene like that with May and LMD Coulson, at least not yet. So he was just kind of not even shocked to see him, which is an unexpected thing, but I guess I just hyped that up in my head a bit too much, thinking it was going to be a really emotional moment when she found out there's an MD of Coulson walking around, and she was just okay, cool, bye, I'm going back to bed. But clearly they have something going on with May there. They can develop a bit further, and once she did see that Coulson, she was fine again. She allowed Gemma to kind of knock her out, so it did clearly have some kind of impact on her, but I was expecting an emotional, oh my god. So it's interesting that we didn't get that. I'm not mad that we didn't get that, because clearly they have something going on with May, and they have a storyline and a plan. But that intrigues me to see where that's going to go as well. So lots of cool little character moments that they can continue to explore throughout the rest of the season and in the new time period, which really, really excites me, because I loved these first 2 episodes in the 30s. Where the hell are we going to be next? I don't know. So excited. Yeah. They must have had an absolute blast making this season, all the different sets and costumes and stuff they could get through. Man, I love this episode. It's fantastic. Season 7's off to an amazing start. Time just flew by. Can't wait to see where they're going to go next and what new problem's going to present itself for them and the Chronicoms. You know, and what's going on with Gemma, what's going on with Yo-Yo, what's going on with May. Is Enoch just going to be in the 1930s now? Still a lot to kind of unpack and work out, and I'm so excited for more. But what an amazing episode. Really loved it. And yeah, until my next reaction, thanks for watching.